Okay, so I wasn't exactly coming up with a really good way to get my microphone to work. I'm going to have to work on this. So this isn't working at all. Got me. But I do still have everything working with the Xbox sensor and TOUCHDESIGNER. So hopefully we can still get into that. Let's see what we can do. I just want to first, sometimes what I like to do is just grab everything that has Kinect with it already. And so I'm going to go to, I don't think there's any other map. Is there mapping? This is a Katana. There we go. Kinect calibration. Is it the Canton mapper? No, the Canton mapper is for projection mapping. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the Kinect. I always think it's funny that they have a Mavic drone down here. I have, like, why a drone? Why do we need a drone? And, is it like a viewpoint? Can you move it? Can you control it? Because that would be pretty interesting. I'd be interested in being able to throw a camera in that you could rig. I don't know. Okay, now I'm going to get into here. I think that might be the only one in there. And yeah, luckily it's showing my hardware 1 depth. We got infrared, good. We've got player index, a player index, player, need a player. Come on. Is it gonna come out? What does player index just come out with a 1 or a 0? I'm not sure. Player index. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be the one that's used. Not being out. Maybe look, it's like basically done. Okay, we have Kinect. We also have depth point cloud. We have color point cloud. The clear index, infrared, raw depth. No, we had raw depth. Didn't raw depth work? No, we skipped raw depth and went to infrared and color. Color. That's not a bad screen or color. Field of color. That's actually not bad. I mean, it looks a lot better if you're in TOUCHDESIGNER. Like here, let me move. See, you're not in TOUCHDESIGNER. It looks a lot better. But what I'm hoping to get out of it is Well, a couple of things. Okay, what was it depth? No, it wasn't depth, it was infrared. Yeah, I've seen people use infrared, I believe this is how they do it, with NVIDIA Flow, and then flow emitters. I'm gonna have to. Okay. Import source 2. So it's flowing. Is that how it works? Is it? They're like, this is what. Pardon me. Like, have the depth, and then no. Cam 1 referenced by camera. Oh, is it particles? Is it render? What? Camera, cam 1, flow emitters, flow emitter. Okay. I'm trying to do this without looking up anything. I should just look up the stupid tutorial. So, okay, here. No, I'm not just looking it up. Okay, NVIDIA Flow Touch Designer. I just spelled it with 2 words. Sorry, Touch Designer. Very derivative. Yeah. Let's skip through this one. I'll move this out of the way to give credit where credit is due. Come on. Well, I'm not giving credit to YouTube because this is taking forever. Reload. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back over. Well, this is trying to load. Create a cam. That's like, oh, that's it. Okay. But I'm sure it's gonna need a light. Can you hear that? No, you can't. Here. Oh yeah. Let me show you how to make some fluids. Okay, that's what I was about to do. If there was a flow emitter, okay, that's ridiculous. How was I supposed to know there's an NVIDIA flow emitter as okay. I do remember that now. Problem is, I want it around my whole body. I don't know how to make it. Like, how do you give it the infrared here? I mean, yeah, real neat. See, the problem is, that's where a lot of people will end. You say, look, I've created a ball. What I need to do. Okay, what is this doing? Connect me to. Thank you very much. Calibration, OpenCV. You have OpenCV already as a setting on the Kinect calibration. Thank you. Calibration threshold. Huh. Do you just perform this? As you just run this? Do you just cook it? Pulse it? Is it all that you do? Ooh, look. Rotate 180. Where is the... Sorry about that. I have... Come on. It's not letting me. No. On. Well, oh wait, why didn't that work? Well, I was hoping that would change the y-axis on this, but it didn't look like it did anything. Well, not sure why this is set as export to parent 180. Boy, these are import in depth. What's export to parent? From where? Where's it getting these? Custom projection matrix. So it needs. Wonder if it needs this. What? Copy into? What do you mean copy into? I don't know what that means. Sorry, I'm really bad at following directions. See, I got really excited about the flow emitter and then just started freaking out. Okay, so I should now look for Kinect. Well, I know what I can do. Okay, I'm not going to look at the recorder or the calibration for now. I have the emitter. I don't know. I'm going to end up making this a little bit smaller and such, and change the temperature, and some other different stuff. But where's the fire, and fuel. Oof. I love being able to do that. See, I remember this from the leap video that I did. Fuel correction rate. Fuel correction. See, there we go. a shape top. No, I assume we want a shape sop. So let's go ahead and make a sop. Let's go ahead and make particle. Yeah, particle. Boop. Boop. Particle source. Let's do sphere. Ink. Okay, do I have. Alright. What I'm wanting to do is emit that. That's not letting me. Is it? Or maybe my my smoke and color and friction and all that stuff are now off. So I have to change it. Well, I at least know that this part of the Kinect is working. Steve, thank you. I will send you your money. Next thing I want to do is mode emitter collider. Ooh. Sphere collider. Where's that sphere collider? I'm not seeing anything. I think this is where getting into like being able to say, where's the op that it's looking for? The shape op. Where? Oops, sorry about that. What else do I need? Is there anything else I need for this to work? Collision force. I can just add more to make sure that it's here. Particles. Oops. Let's put 1,000,000. Flow emitter, shape top collider, and shape sop collider. Particle 1, particle 1. I don't know what else you want from me. Some primitives and emitters SOP ignored. Convert to mesh or polygon. Oh, okay. Let's see. Polygon. Will that work? No. Mesh. Okay. Well, shoot. I was hoping. Okay, so I think I know what it's not wanting to do an entire particle. I'll do sphere on here. And it's still emitter. Hey, look at that. There's my sphere. Oh man, that is a bunch of. Okay, okay, okay. Settle down, everybody. The temperature's down. Temperature right down. Fuel's down. Okay, 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 okay. All right, everybody. Yep. I guess good. Yep. Okay, smoke, yeah. Hey, somebody's bugging out on this. Maybe it's because this is a sphere. I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, this shows me if I wanted to. I'm gonna play with something just real quick, just like I said. See an LFO up and down. This that's between 0 and 1. I want to go between 0 and 1 is actually going to be 0.33 and 0.66. And then I want your ooh, that's something I can do. I can must look fine. Now this is how I would like your come on. Oops. Activated. Well, huh. Surprised that that's well, let's go here. Okay. Well, anyways. So this is just kind of we have a pulsing emitter, NVIDIA flow emitter. One of the other things that you can do with Kinect, I've been using all of the tops, but there are also Kinect chops. These Kinect chops, when you start looking at them, well, first I think it needs to like find a person first. Max players 1, skeleton full. Yeah. Interactions. Bone lengths, no. Okay. Color space positions. Okay, that's why nothing is on yet. No, world space positions. Interactions. I'm gonna get up real quick and check. Yep. There we go. Yeah, you have to be in the player field. And then, as you saw, all of these, now we have shoulder, head, neck, spine, hip, shoulder, wrist, hand, ankle, foot, hand, thumb, thumb right, hand left, hand right, closed, lasso, confidence. So, I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on. And that's just with interactions. None of the other ones have been put in yet. So, looking at bone rotations, looking at absolute bone rotations, etc. So, there's a lot that can be done here. But luckily, yeah, this works as well. Now, what I like to do from here, because a lot of times this gets really, really jumbled, is I'll do a select and then figure out, all right, you know what I really need is I actually need like the right, I need the left, I need the out of chop P1. Where is it? What is this? What is this thing? Connect 1. Connect 1. Channel name is P1/wrist_R. Now I should know TX, right? And P1/wrist_RTY. And if I wanted to, I could get Z as well, but I'm not at the moment. Hold, please. Okay, sweet. Starting to work really well. One thing I need to do real quick is change this flow emitter. Size is just huge. Let's try 4. That way. No, wow. What's this? Oh, right. A 12. Also, just so there all the time. Okay. Speed, there we go. I'm going to slow you down. There we go. And I'm going to make this sphere size to begin with already smaller. So, I don't know why I haven't done that. Get a sphere. No. Yeah. This is something that I can change though. I think it needs to be between like 2 and 3. That's the size I'm looking at. Okay. Now I have flow emitter, flow speed, settings, gravity, yeah. Well, where's just sim position? Is that it? What? Let's try that. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it to where when I use my right hand, it moves. Well, that's obviously gone way off. I'm going to That number did not like it. Sim position is not what we're looking for. I think we might have to change the position. I thought it would be the... Does that not seem like that makes sense to you? Resource 2 of what? You put source 2? Alright, looking forward to getting into that, because if you have one that's the depth, and then you can have a source 2, it'd be interesting. Okay, a flow emitter. Okay, let's try to do cam. Because we can move cam. Let's translate cam to 0.25. Yep, okay, there we go. Now let's take it all the way to 1. Oh no, all the way to 2. Okay, so 2. All the way to 2. And 2 is going to be the number we're going with here. So we go here, math out, and then we have a range from 0 to 1 is actually from -2 to 2. And then your flow emitter. No, I'm sorry, cam. Translate goes from yep. We're looking at this, make sure I'm not messing anything up. Okay, let's try it again. Aha, so it's working, just not with my body, and it's backwards. So if I go up or down, it goes up. But you can see how I can now, see how close I can get. Man, it's just really wanting me to keep this. Why is this? Okay. 0, 0. Okay, I can figure this out. This isn't that hard. This is just a this is just a math problem. Okay, -2. If we want the flow emitter, I'm sorry, no, it's the camera that we're working with. If we want the camera, let's turn that off. So we want the camera to be at okay, 1, 1. Right? Okay. Yeah, but we want the TX to be 1.5, and we want it to be 2. We want the TX to be able to be 2, and the TY to be able to be 1. Okay, so we have 2 maths that we need. Oops, not like that. Math 2. So we have because this is how we'll do it. I'm going to take this, copy paste. We're going to do TX for this one. And TY for this one. Okay. Then we had the Y is -1 to 1. Is that correct? Camera, tell me, is that correct? 0, 0. It's TY -1. Yes, that is correct. Then we had, this was -2 to 2, I believe. And that's going to be the bounds. So I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in, because it's the TX, I'm going to put in 0.5 and 0.75, just so I have some room to work with. Okay, let's check it out. Come on. All right. That's up to, oh, I know two issues. One issue is I haven't actually put any of the, hey, bassoonist. I'm still not sure how to say your name. What is it? Bassoonist? Is it bassoonist? I'm not sure if I know you or not, but hi. How you doing? We're just working with some Kinect stuff right now. Sadly, my normal microphone, my real cool mic, isn't working right now. So I'm just kind of dealing with what I got. Let me move this out of the way. Just realized that it was right in the middle of what I was. The Bakkunist. Bakun. Oh, Eric Lee, what's up, friend? Man, it was so good to see your video. It made me laugh, and Michelle had no idea why. I was like, just never mind, it'll be fine. I really wish that you guys got to be around and see her, and of course see Steele. And I want to meet you guys. I mean, see you guys. I don't know. It's great. Hopefully we see you soon. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be in the same state, much less if we can like be in the same room with this whole pandemic thing. But yeah, man. Anyways, it's good to hear from you. It really was. It was awesome. Thank you. Much appreciated. All right. So what I got here is my TX needs to go to my camera, TX, export chop, there we go, export chop, yeah, I know, and then, I know, and I want to meet Shane now that you guys are, like, can actually talk and show family pictures. It's been great. It's been awesome to be able to see you guys like together as a family. How nuts is that 15 years ago we were roommates and now we both are married and have kids. That's insane. 15 years ago, that's not where I would have put us by any means. I don't know about you, but 15 years ago, no way. This, I would have planned, what I would have bet on is us doing this. Like playing around with a sensor to see like, where's my hand? It's going to -13. What? Oh, I'm getting a number that's way off. What? Okay, so when I get a number, yeah, it goes -1 to 1 to, oh, that's why. And I need that to be -1 to 1 just for the time being. But then I need to, oh wait, holy crap. My TY and my TX are messed up. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, we're going. This one needs to be -1 to 1. This is still -1 to 1, -2 to 2. This is TY. This is TX. So get up here. Okay. So now, hopefully, I know, we became adults. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And yet I'm still just like playing around in my studio, waving at a camera. Hi. Where? Okay. -2 to 2. Yeah. That should be correct. -1 to 1. Okay, what am I getting? If I'm getting like a really high range, oh, I'm getting like 0.5. There's no, unless I stick my hand into my fan, but then all the way down to, yeah, that should still give me a range though. I'm still, so -2 is like where things are kind of staying right now. And then somehow I've got it's going 1 all the way to 2. Okay. I'm gonna have to, what? I'm gonna do one at a time. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Where is it? Where is it? Well, now they're both gone. Great. Wonderful. What? Nothing is emitting, nothing is going anywhere. All life is ruined. What? Well, no wonder nothing's going anywhere. There's nothing flowing. But where's the emitter? There, here. I'm just going to use you for now. Wait, no. You got it. There you go. Yeah. Now, why in the camera, if I try to do this, It just goes away. Why? TY, I'm looking between 0. And I'm seeing nothing. It just shot out. It just went nowhere. Okay. It's giving 0 again, and it's still... Okay, there it is. What? I'm gonna try. This shouldn't make a difference. But if there's no difference between chop reference and execute chop, or chop executable, as far as I know. Where's my UI? Well, why? Why? Okay, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of these in here. Oh, that's not on the top. Another fail. There you go. Yeah, because this just hasn't worked for the most part for a lot of this. I've got it working for the most part. It's not tracking exactly with where I want, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I have NVIDIA Flex as an option, or I'm sorry, NVIDIA Flow that you can use, and I'm rigging it to the skeleton of my Kinect. So this is like all the ins and outs of the Xbox Kinect that I got. I've done this before, I just don't have it in front of me, and so I'm just kind of trying to make sure. I've just purchased this Xbox Kinect, so making sure that it's working correctly. But it should be working now. It's working correctly, like 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. If for some reason I'm trying to set up this math range, and it's just not working for some reason. I'm not sure. My math is off. I just can't do math right now. That's basically what it comes down to, is I can't do math right now. But yeah, it's actually really cool being able to like use this as like, if I wanted to, I can like create more smoke around it. Let's see, I can like up the temperature, add fuel to the fire, which is actually really cool because you can like have no fuel and then add a whole bunch of fuel. It starts off with just having an emitter, but you can also have the collider as well. So there's a bunch of people that have been doing some really, really cool stuff with just a Kinect, and either the skeleton or the grayscale outline of a person. That's why I have the grayscale on right now, the infrared, because a lot of times people will use the infrared as like what they do is, if you'll see this ball right here that's going in and out, it's a SOP. It's basically the 3D inside of TOUCHDESIGNER. I don't know. Have you used TOUCHDESIGNER? I don't know, but it's like the 3D part of TOUCHDESIGNER, and so some people will use, I believe this is how they're doing it, will turn this image from a depth field into a SOP. Yeah, It's really cool. I suggest getting into it. I mean, it was originally, you know, a bunch of VJs were playing with it and that kind of stuff. But now, I mean, here, let me open this up. Look at that. I mean, the first comps, you have the ability to add NVIDIA flows, geometries, lights, and that's all like the 3D stuff. Then you have UI stuff, so sliders and buttons and lists and that kind of stuff. And then you have animation, adding your own windows. It has bullet solvers. Then there's actual individual operators, and each one of these is an operator, so it does a specific task. So it like is a function, and then it's just nodal programming from there. So you can put an add in or a feedback loop, or just throw in some GLSL, add in OpenVR, Oculus Rift. And then, so this is all, tops are basically all kind of like the top layer stuff, the topology of the work, and then it goes into chops. And chops are all of kind of like the mathematical things, so LFOs, ramps, pulse waves, but then also OSC, mouse in and out, keystrokes, joysticks, DMX, audio in and out. So I could have this, if I wanted to, really easy, have an audio stream in, and this audio that's going right now, make the use a math range to have it change the spectrum of the audio to the size of the emitter that's going on right now, and that would literally be 2 nodes. So it's really, really cool. It's a lot like modular synthesizers with nodal programming. It's also like, if you've seen cables.gl, check that out too. It's GLSL kind of stuff. But then SOPs, that's all 3D stuff. So once again, Oculus Rift and that, but it's meshes, it's cloning, it's transforming, it's rasterizing, it's fractals, all that kind of stuff. The materials for mats, this really is a sparse area right now. But then you have the ability in DAT for data. And this is all the kind of stuff for, serial in and out, WebSocket servers, OSC, MQTT. If you ever seen MQTT, if you've been doing smart home automation stuff, check out Mosquito. So you can set up your own Mosquito client here. It has a multi-touch in, so like this screen that I'm using right here is a touch screen. So like I can mess around with that, and if I want to, I can add in, watch this, multi-touch in, and now when I move around, because I had one finger that I put in, that was the coordinates. So all I do is I grab that, I throw that into a single node, and then once again use a math to find the range to figure out where on the canvas this emitter should be. So if I wanted to, I could have it be a finger-driven program instead of Kinect. So I could just go back and forth really, really easily. And then a bunch of the stuff goes directly to GLSL, but then it also goes out to stuff like you can do device outs, so you can have HDMI out. So I'm setting all of this, 1080p, educational version. I think, 720p, because 1080p for if you get a license. But yeah. You flip off the camera and it would tell it to turn on the air conditioning down to nice cooling. Exactly. You literally can. It has OpenCV in it. It's all Python based in the background. So what you can do is you can have it do facial recognition, blob tracking, anything like that, gesture recognition. It's connected to Runway ML. So you could have it say like, all right, I flip off the camera, or I put this emote up, or I, send this thing on Twitch, and then it automatically turns all my hue lights to a red, and turns my microphone and actually makes it work for some reason. Look at this cool mic that I got, but it's not working. I don't know. Anyways, even just a screen grab. Like, that's how easy it is to do a screen grab. It's going to tank my GPU, but that's it. Like, that's all it takes to do a screen grab. It's just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Highly recommended, highly suggested, great for programming. A bunch of people, if you're into, doing installation type stuff still, if you're wanting to do stuff for people that are going to be in a interactive environment in a space, and then there's, because of MIDI and OSC, make your own instruments. It has a ton of stuff that you can just create. It has link with Ableton. It's great. No, I think this is the same mic that I had. I might not have used it when I did the video. I think I might have put it in the corner more. I was kind of hiding it. I didn't I didn't want to be like all like this. I didn't want to do that, so I didn't. But right now, I mean, it works normally. I'm gonna have to restart everything. I don't know. I just did a new Windows update, so that could have done it. We'll see. But here, I'm gonna do one more thing real quick, just because I'm gonna change it from this to this, just so I can show you something real quick. I'm not gonna do anything more with this flow emitter, so I'll just go around it. So now this flow emitter is just out of the equation entirely, and this is what I'm seeing in the background. And so now I'm going to add in, I'll do like a composite. The composite is just saying like, all right, this is starting to put everything into this one, so you can add multiple sources into one. And then I'll do a feedback, and then the level, and then connect it back to the comp, and then this feedback is what you want to be the target top, and then all of a sudden you have this like insanely cool, well, there we go. Oh, the levels are all, there we go. There we go. See? In like a matter of seconds, it was like, hooray! But it's still using the same, like I didn't remove this first top. That node that I started out with, that function, it's still there, connected to everything that I have with this emitter. So if I wanted to, I can add this flow emitter back into here. Let me see real quick. Again, this working. Yeah. Well, I don't know why it's. Yeah, it's kind of there in the middle. You can barely see it, but here, actually, let me do a preview grid. Like, you can just decide if you're averaging them all together, if you're multiplying, all that kind of stuff. There we go. So now we have that emitter back in the picture. I'm gonna burn color. No, burn linear. I don't know. Anyways, you can see that's all it is. Thought I'd show it around if you hadn't seen it before. It's rad. I'm going to be using it this semester for my interactive installations class, and I mean, I feel like I'm going into it blind just because there are so many things that you can do with this program. I mean, they're gonna keep going and going and going, and then I have questions that I'm just gonna be way over my head, but it'll be fun, especially because I probably will be doing online. I'll be doing remote, so I'll be doing stuff over my cool mic, and I'll be able to kind of get into what they're doing. But a lot of it just kind of is depending on how good their computers are and how much they want to spend time in doing something like this. So yeah, it's still pretty cool. But there we go. Everything that I have for the and then you can present it. It's not like the only issue really with this whole thing is that there's not a great presentation mode. You have to actually buy a license for TouchDesigner. For TouchDesigner, you can get it for free or just to use it. Educational license, you can use the player for free as well. But then you can get the player for like $400 or $800, something like that. So to be able to like actually end up using it, it's a bit tough, but you have to have a larger budget. But normally, if you're going to have something like this, you're going to have a Kinect set up with a projector and touch screens and that kind of stuff. You're definitely going to have a budget that's over a couple $1,000s. So yeah. Yeah, I had just like everything hanging out, and that's how the majority of my apartment. Well, my stuff's everywhere. I have my my office, my studio right here, and most of it is set up. I've also like learned how to use OBS and have a stream deck and all that kind of stuff, so I can stream professionally now. I'm hoping to have some stuff chopped up. I want to record a bunch of stuff and then have it chopped up. I don't know if you've ever seen people do Minecraft streaming or stuff like that. They'll have people take entire streams that they'll do of a tournament and then have somebody go to Fiverr.com and then have them edit it down all the way down to 20 minutes from an hour or 2 hours. Anyways, what I'm thinking about doing is having them do that with me in my room or my studio or something like that, because it would be interesting to see me like doing this and coding and like standing up and waving my arms around and then sitting down, and then it makes sense, or would it? And could I like do it as a TikTok even? Could I get it down to a minute? So I don't know. It's something that I'm going to look at here during the semester, because there's going to be so much virtual. I feel like I'm just going to be pumping out virtual content. So that's why I haven't been on Facebook or Instagram. I don't know how much you are anymore. It seems like I think you're on Facebook a little bit more. Instagram, I don't think so much, but I have not been on either. I've been on here. You can go back and see 20-something hours of footage of me on here. That's what I've been doing. That and watching Steel. So, and watching Mod. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really watch anything. I haven't gotten into the point where I've watched anything on Twitch yet, like religiously. There are some people that when they pop up, some notifications that I'll get that I'll watch, but I don't watch anything like, all the time. And I'm mostly on here just for content, just to be able to have a place where I can show like, hey, you want to know what I do? Because I have a hard time saying what I do. Go here. Because it's normally pretty tough. But if they see like, oh, you just dragged that cable around and then you plugged it in and then I saw you working with stuff, it kind of makes a little bit more sense, I think, especially right now. It does. I'm also working on another thing called hoaxgallery.com. that I'm working with a few developers. We're going to be putting together some like live broadcasted and engineered stuff that's going to be like JavaScript stuff that's going to be online. Should be interesting. Hit me up if you would be interested in putting together like some kind of a creatively artsy use of CSS or JavaScript or WebSockets or WebGL or anything like that. I'll show you what we're working on. Yeah, I went ahead and decided that that the logo that I went with, I went ahead and just picked one. I was on here for like 3 streams, so I just picked one. Yeah. I got all echoey when I changed. Oh, when I changed the link. You know what? I bet I know why. My mic and my desktop are at the same. Here we go. Sorry about that. There we go. I have this problem that I'm still running everything through this video switcher. I have a 4-port video switcher, HDMI video switcher, and it's using the same output as my monitor to hear everything for the mic. And I'm still in the middle of like porting everything through virtual cables so I can hear it through here only. But I normally end up not using the desktop audio, but the desktop audio was on. So yeah, that's why it was, yeah, good, fixed. Awesome. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff, it's going to take forever. I literally have spent all summer, you know, let me show you here. This is like when I first start out. You know, I can go back to this. If I want to talk to people, I can hit this button, and now we can just talk and have a conversation. If I have a fail, something went wrong, and it'll like, you know, go through the random GIF. It'll just pull out a GIF and do it over and over and over. Then if I am gone, I can be right back, and it'll do the same thing, but just large, over and over and over. And then I also have like, you know, multiple displays. So I have like this display pop up and this display pop up and another display pop up and this display pop up. Like it's exactly. I've been like, it's driven me a little bit crazy, but I'm getting to the point now that like I feel pretty confident with it. So I'm going to use it for class. Like I'm going to go ahead and be on Zoom, but there's a thing that you can do. Sorry, focus lost focus. Come on, focus. There we go. There's a thing that you can do on OBS that allows you to send it to Zoom. Just like I was looking earlier at TouchDesigner, I was talking about Siphon, I think, and Spout. I don't even know if I didn't even talk about that. That's another thing that you can do. You can use Siphon and Spout. So you can send it to Resolume or MadMapper or, you know, anything like that. It's nuts. But anyways, yeah, send it over to Zoom, and so I'll just be on here tapping away, and then I can like bring up the chat box, and look, there you are. There's our conversation. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about getting a PTZ camera, and then using I don't know what the commands are called in Twitch, but like the uppercase, an exclamation point, and then like a kind of it's almost like a hotkey or like a macro that you could do like exclamation point top, and it would do a top down view, or you know, whatever, move it around. But yeah, I have a student that's going to be using at least one. It's going to be using an owl in class, so I'm gonna have to be like trying to figure out how to do that kind of stuff in class. But it's also kind of a fun new way to incorporate all of this, like I can have something live on Twitch. So if something goes horribly wrong at school, I can hop over, start asking for a bunch of subscriptions, attach myself to Skillshare and Khan Academy, and as long as I kind of have a resume built up of this is my work, this is how my work is done, then that's kind of the thinking, at least, of having a portfolio of me online presence. I'm not looking to get like huge subscribers. I'm not looking for thousands of subscribers. I'm looking to have like, okay, he's been doing this. He's comfortable in front of a camera, using these multiple medias. He's been doing it a long time. All that kind of stuff. And then just honestly continue to like connect stuff together, because I had this other camera up here that's not working right now, but it was showing the rest of my studio, and I have my 3D printer over here, my Glowforge over here, and then my VR over here, and then another projector over here, another projector up there. So yeah, I'm just kind of like trying to figure out what I'm going to be using. PlayStation VR, iPads. I don't know what everything is. I don't know what's going on over here. All right, I actually just have like a little bit of time before the wife gets back from work, so I'm gonna head over. Monitor's scaffolding. I wish they were. I really wish they were. This room is only like 10 feet by 10 feet. This room is tiny. I'm busting at the seams. I really, really am. Like, I keep going back and forth between. I have a CNC router that's out, the Shapeoko. My CNC machine is out in the garage, but it's just too hot out there. I mean, it was 90-something degrees today, which makes it like 105 degrees in the garage. So, no can do, even with the air conditioner, which we only have 110 out there. So I blow fuses, these old bus fuses, because our house is from 1892. These old bus fuses I blow because they're 10 or 20 amps. I blow through that and I'm done for the day. So I can't work. So I stay up here and it's hot. I'm schwitzing. But yeah, I'm hopefully soon. Honestly, the next thing we need to do is we'll be looking at a place for us to grow into steel, and for my studio, what it makes sense projection wise, and sound wise, lighting wise, storage wise, hardware wise. We might build on site. We might, because we have a half acre or a half lot next to us that is also ours, so we could build in the backyard if we wanted to. But it might just make more sense to try to find space someplace else that's maybe a little bit out. Go shooting guns and stuff. Never really like get an ATV and get a trailer, have some room to kind of build. So that's the other idea. Yep. All right. Well, man, it was awesome talking to you, Eric. I know I did all the talking and you did all the typing, but all my love to Shane and Tiana, and man, and the rest of your family. I mean, man, it's been forever since I've seen you all. So love you all, and see you later. For anybody that's been watching this because I've been talking to Eric and playing with the Kinect, well, hope you enjoyed too. Bye!